Good evening, students. Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay, we'll get started. See, I have some network issue my side. If there is any problem, if my voice is breaking or something of that sort, please let me know immediately. Okay, we'll get started. So what was the last topic that we saw? So last topic we were discussing about capacitors, right? So today we'll start with current electricity. So I hope you're able to see, right? Guys, some response, please.
Yes, sir.
Varun and yeah, that's good. So we'll get started. So today's topic of discussion will be current electricity. See, this chapter doesn't need much of introduction. You people know all the formulae, right? So what are all the important points we are going to see in this chapter?
Drift velocity, Kirchhoff's law.
Yeah. So mainly we speak about the electric current. So what is the difference between the previous two chapters and this one? So here we talk about the charges which are flowing. Right. So when the charges are going to flow, there is an important parameter called electric current that comes into picture. So how do you define electric current as? It is defined as the rate of flow of charge. It is Q by T, right? Similarly, for current to be produced, what is needed? You need something called as potential difference. So which is V is equal to IR. These are all the basic things. So actually V is equal to W by Q. Right. Then we have something called as drift velocity. So what does drift velocity mean? So what is drift velocity formula? Can you guys tell me?
Minus E tau by M.
Minus E tau divided by M. That's right. So how do you write current in terms of drift velocity?
NAEVD.
NEA VD. What does N stand for? It is the number of
electrons per unit volume.
Per unit volume. Right, VD stands for the drift velocity. Then if you write I divided by A, then it is called as NA into VD. This I divided by A is what is called as current density, which is given by the symbol J. Right. So from this, we can derive Ohm's law also. So what does Ohm's law state? V is equal to I into R at constant temperature. Right. Next. So we know about the resistors in series and parallel, all those things. Similarly, R is equal to rho into L divided by A. All these basics we know. So tell me one thing. Are you guys ready to start solving the problems? Can I directly get into the problems rather than discussing the basics?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see. So say space between two concentric conducting spheres. Okay, let's start with simple one. This involves integration. wherever these things come up. It involves integration. Let's start with simple things. Look at the second one. So there is a current of 5 ampere which passes through a copper conductor of resistivity this much value of radius of cross section 5 millimeter. Find the mobility of charges if their drift velocity is 1.1 into 10 power minus 3. So how do you define drift velocity as? I mean, how do you define the mobility as?
Drift
What do we
velocity.
mean by mobility of electrons? Very good. Mobility of electrons is nothing but drift velocity divided by the amount of electric field that is existing. So what are all the parameters they have given in the question? So the drift velocity is given, okay. Current is given, resistivity is given, radius is given, which means indirectly area of cross section is also given. So since drift velocity is given, what is our work? We need to find only the electric field. So how do we find the electric field?
dV by dr.
You want to use E is equal to dV by dr, but here you don't have dV, no, you don't know the potential difference.
Sir, can you show the question? Sir, I இருக்கு. And then you can find R with resistivity and radius of cross section, right?
So how do you find it? You want to find the value of R. R is equal to rho into L divided by A. For that you need the length. No, length is not there.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay. Instead,
Sir,
what
and
else
the
can we
J
do?
equal to sigma E, so some formula.
So the formula FD வந்தது.
So sigma na அது வந்து resistivity ஓட reciprocal அது.
Yes. So there is a formula. Current density, write it down. Current density is equal to conductivity multiplied with the electric field. So where do you get this from is, you remember, so this is all manipulation, okay? Let's take these two things together. Vd is equal to E into capital E into tau divided by M, correct? I is equal to NEA Vd, correct? So if I take Vd and substitute it here, what do I get? I is equal to NEA into E into tau divided by M. So this will be NE square A into tau divided by M whole multiplied with E. This is I, correct? So if I bring A this side, I divided by A will be how much? NE square tau divided by M into E. This I by A is what is current density, and this is what is called as the reciprocal of conductivity, reciprocal of resistivity, that is conductivity into E. So there is a formula like this: J is equal to sigma into E, right? So from this, what we can write, J is equal to 1 by rho into E near the gamma. So rho will be equal to E divided by J, or E will be equal to rho into J. So with this, we can do it. So now see what are all the parameters that are given. Guys, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Now see what are all the parameters that are given. Current is given, area of cross section is given, current density is given, resistivity is given, and drift velocity is given. Now your job is easy. Mobility is given by mu. Mu is equal to Vd divided by E. So Vd in another, how much is it? 1.1 into something, right? 1.1 into 10 power minus 3 divided by E is how much? Rho into J. கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியுமா? 1.1 into 10 power minus 3 divided by rho எவ்வளோடா? 1.7 into 10 power minus 8 into J எவ்வளோ? 5 divided by pi r square. Pi into 5 into 10 power minus 3 the whole square. You understood why I wrote it as 5 into 10 power minus 3 whole square? Because it is 5 millimeter. I hope this problem is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's all with this. Next, let's do the fourth one. Try this out now. There is a metal wire of resistance 3 ohm which is elongated to make a uniform wire of double its previous length. The new wire is now joined at the ends, making it a circle. If the 2 points on the circle make an angle 60 degrees at the center, the equivalent resistance between these 2 points will be. Question Purandana. Read it slowly, okay? You guys understand and tell me what they are trying to ask. Anybody with the idea? Only you three are there. What happened to others?
டபுள் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா ரெசிஸ்டிவிட்டி டபுள் ஆகும்.
திருப்பி சொல்லு.
இல்ல சார், லென்த் டபுள் பண்ணா then the resistivity will get doubled.
Hey, is resistivity dependent on length?
Oh, okay, sorry. Sir, resistance இல்ல அப்போ கூட
ஆகாது. என்ன ஆகும்? So எப்பவுமே ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ, wherever you see the problem where the wire's length is doubled, இப்போ எப்பவுமே ஃபார்முலா R is equal to rho into L by L. நிறைய பேர் இந்த தப்பு பண்ணுவாங்க. Rho is equal to R into A by L எழுதிட்டு they do it. Resistivity is independent of the area or length. It is dependent only on the nature of the material. So one more common mistake. When I say the length is doubled, what will happen to the resistance? Can I write R dash is equal to 2R? Correct. R is directly proportional to length. Length is doubled. So previous resistance was 3 ohm. Now I'm saying the new resistance will be 6 ohm. Correct. Yes or no? Correct. Tappa idu. It is wrong. Why?
Because the area will get...
Area will decrease because the volume of the material is conserved. So when the length is doubled, area will become half. So R dash will not be 2R, rather it will be 2 square times R. So this is our formula. If the length is increased by n times, what will happen to the new resistance? It will become n square times R. You can use it like a shortcut. You need not sit and do all those things again and again. So okay, we solved the question. So the new wire has a resistance of how much value? So R dash euro, new wire resistance euro. It is 12 ohm. Correct. This 12 ohm resistance is bent into the form of a circle, and there are 2 points chosen on this circle such that with respect to the center, these 2 points make an angle of 60 degrees. Now they are asking what is the equivalent resistance between these 2 points A and B. Now tell me one thing. This part is the... Okay. So this part, the green color part and the red color part, how are they?
The parallel.
Yes, they are parallel. Guys, one information, there is some work going on. I'm actually in the academy. There is some work going on. Another drilling sound you might hear. I'm actually sitting outside and taking class. So yeah, hotspot la run aayittirukku. So please bear with me for today. Okay. I hope that is not disturbing, right? Is it?
No, sir.
Is there a disturbance because of it? It's right. So, inga battery connect panana enna agum? It is like first part and the second part are parallel to each other. Appo enna pannona, my interest of study is to find out what is the resistance of the green portion and what is the resistance of the red portion. So, what is the resistance of green portion? Solla. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஒன்று தான், rho into L divided by A. எவ்வளோ இருக்கும் அதோட ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ்? So what are all the parameters that will change? It's purely
so
the geometry.
The length வந்து it become 5/6 of whatever it was.
5/6 you're trying to apply the radian concept. 5/6 or 5/3?
Sir, for green portion, won't the length become 300 by 360 into 12, sir?
இது வந்து 300. You're trying to say this is 300 degrees. Okay.
Full circle length வந்து 12, sir.
Okay.
So 300 by 360 into 12.
Sorry, correct. Length of green portion வந்து 300 divided by 360 into 12. Okay. Next. So what will be the length of the red portion? That will be 60 by 360 into 12, correct? So in the 0. Now what about the area? What about the area? புரியுதா என்ன கேக்குறேன்? இது ஆக்சுவலா 10th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் மேத் இது. ஒரு நிமிஷம். I'll do it separate.
Sir, நம்ம ஏரியான்னு எடுத்துக்கிற போது like area of cross section of the wire இல்லாட்டி area covered by the whole?
Area of cross section of the wire. This will be 60. இது 360. இப்போ பாருங்க, இன்னும் simple manipulation. You're almost there. People tell me, you're almost there. What is the length of the green portion? இது green, இது red. So length of the green portion வந்து என்ன சொல்றீங்க? It is 300 divided by 360 into 12, correct? So resistance of green portion என்னவா இருக்கும்? Rho into length of green portion divided by area of the green portion. So green portion area of the cross section only. That's what I'm trying to talk about. So which is original area? Area of green portion and area of red portion are the same. Adu purida yenna? Because its thickness is still the same. Adha edum confusion illa. Oru nimisham. Varanga. Resistance of green portion is equal to rho is rho only. What do I write in the place of Lg? That is 300 divided by 360 into 12 divided by this A also I'll call it as A dash, which is actually A by 2. So this rho into 12 divided by A dash into the other. What is this, sir? Rho into 12 divided by A dash is what according to this problem? Is it not the new resistance after the length is being doubled? For others? But is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm asking RG pathana, it is 300 divided by 360. I hope that point is clear. 300 divided by 360 into this rho into 12 divided by A dash. If I combine, what is this actually? Is this not the new resistance that we obtained after the length has become 12? So is it not 300 divided by 360 into 12? Adhe madhi, what would have been the resistance of the red portion? English solunga. 60 divided by 360 into 12, correct? It is 5 by 6 times 12, which is 10. This is 2 ohm. Correct? 10 and 2 are in parallel. So 20 divided by 12. R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So how much is answer? 5 divided by 3 ohm. Is there an option?
Sir, did you share your screen, sir?
Oh, I didn't share it. I'm sorry, da. I thought I would. So I was not sharing the screen.
நீங்க ஜாயின் பண்ணலனே சார்.
Okay. So என்ன கேக்குறேன்னா RJ வந்து we obtained resistance of the green portion is 300 by 360 into in the row into 12 divided by a dash is it not the new resistance ன்னு கேக்குறேன். And the 12 ohms you obtained, no? Initially its resistance was 3 ohm. After its length has got doubled, it became 12 ohm, no? And the 12 ohm da idu. So 300 divided by 360 into 12 na 10 varum. அதே மாதிரி length of the red portion வந்து எவ்வளவு வரும்? 2 ohm வரும். 10 ohm and 2 ohm are in parallel. அப்ப R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 எவ்வளவு ஆன்சர்? 5 by 3.
Yes sir, got it sir.
Got it? So அதுதான் ஆன்சர். 5 by 3. Okay. So let's go a little faster. In a conductor, if the number of conduction electrons per unit volume, அப்படின்னா எவ்வளோ small n, is 8.5 into 10 power 28 meter per minus 3, and the mean time of free electrons is 25 femtoseconds. Okay, its approximate resistivity will be how much? அதுக்கு ஒரு derivation போட்டேன்ல. So resistivity formula என்ன நீங்களே சொல்லுங்க. Resistivity is what? M divided by N E square tau. Correct? M resistivity is M divided by N E square tau. நீங்களே பண்ணிடுவீங்களா அத? Mass is given, N is given, E is known 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Tau is given as 25 femtosecond. Femtosecond is 10 power minus 15. Femto is 10 power minus 15. இது தெரிஞ்ச விஷயம் தான். Okay, if you substitute it, you're going to get the answer. Guys, am I clear? For next enna, this is an important problem. You have to understand how to solve this. Determine the charge on the capacitor in the following circuit. So you would have never solved problems in your CBSE which is based on resistors and capacitors connected together. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a method. Please understand. And if you have any doubt, get it clarified. If you what is the functionality of a capacitor? What does it do?
Stores energy, sir.
It stores energy, okay, in the form of electric field. So its work is to mainly store charge in the form of electrostatic energy, correct? So when it is going to store the charge, you have connected a battery here. Now what will this battery do? It will start supplying the current. And it will get go here. You know Kirchhoff's law. So according to the Kirchhoff's current law, here if I call it as I1, I2, here I3 and I4. Right. So current will be able to pass through what kind of a material? Current will pass through what kind of a material? Through a conductor. So here, this conductor has 6 ohm resistance, this 4 to 10. Now, capacitor is also a combination of conductor. 1 minute, I'll be back. Yeah, sorry. So, see, though capacitor is also a conductor, we learned one more important point on alternating current. What is the resistance offered by a conductor or resistance offered by a capacitor to direct current? Xc is equal to 1 by 2 pi f. You guys remember this?
Yes.
The reactance of a capacitor is 1 by 2. Yes. So what is the frequency of a direct current? It is
1 by
0.
2 pi f into C.
So when I substitute, yeah, 1 by 2 pi f into C, sorry. So 1 by 2 pi f into C. So it is inversely proportional to F. So what is the frequency of a direct current? It is 0. So when you substitute 0 here, what will be the resistance offered by a capacitor to the flow of direct current? It's going to be infinite. So adanal, whichever material offers infinite resistance will become an open circuit. Abdina meaning another. So are you guys making a note of all these points? It will become an open circuit. So what is the meaning of this? So it will become an open circuit. Now this part of the branch is not functional. This will not function at all. Then you can ask me, how are you going to calculate the charge on this? Can you directly say the answer is 0? Guys, did you understand what I'm trying to say? So whenever you have a problem based on the combination of resistors and capacitors in the case of direct current, I'm not talking about alternating current. When you have it in direct current, then what you're supposed to do is you need to make the capacitor branch as an open circuit one. As a result of which, what will happen? There will be no current flowing through this. So the effective circuit is something going to be like the 6 ohm, 4 ohm, 2 ohm, 10 ohm connected across a 72 volt device. 6, 4, 2, 10. Right. Now, how do I calculate? So, for me to calculate the charge on this capacitor, now you people think logically, right? Is the charge going to be 0 just because the current is not flowing? Can I say something like that? Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, I'm asking a question like this. The charge on the capacitor is always 0, irrespective of where you're connected. Can I put a statement like that? If that is the case, look at the options. Now, is there a 0 anywhere? No. Then how exactly are you going to calculate the charge on this? To calculate the charge on the capacitor, what are the parameters we need? Q is equal to what? Q is equal to CV, correct? So you know the capacitance. So what is that indirectly we are supposed to find in this question to ensure I find the charge on the capacitor? My work is to find what is the potential difference across the capacitor. So the potential difference across the capacitor is exactly the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor in this new circuit. Guys, are you able to understand? This is a very, very, very important point. You will get this kind of a problem also. So how do I find the potential?
Connected in parallel, sir?
Yes. Logically, that's the meaning, right? This point, yes, and this point, this point and this point has the same potential because of the parallel connection. Correct? So how do I find the potential difference across AB? Now you guys tell me. It's up to you. So how are you going to find? First, find out the equivalent resistance. So how to find the equivalent resistance? These two are in series. 12. 12 and 4 are in parallel. So 12 into 4 divided by 16. It will go 4 3 times. 6 and 3 are in series. 9 ohm. So what is the total current? V is equal to IR. 72 is equal to I into 9. So I will be 8 ampere. So out of that 8 ampere, how much is the current that is flowing through the 10 ohm resistor that is present? That's what we need to find. So how do you find that? Guys, treat it like a CBSE problem. How are you going to find it?
Kirchhoff laws போடு.
Kirchhoff's law இல்லாம பண்ற simple circuit தானே. எது காம்ப்ளிகேட் பண்ண. Simple circuit தானே. இப்ப what is the total current supplied by the battery? It is 8 ampere. And the 8 ampere ல எவ்வளவு பெரியது? It is I and this is going to be 8 minus I, correct?
Yes sir.
அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணணும்? Can I write?
Sir, அது inverse ratio ல பிரியும் அந்த மாதிரி.
So 4 into I is a potential difference across the point A dash and B dash. The same will be the potential difference across the point of 12 ohm resistor. Instead of taking 2 ohm, in the 2 ohm கூட நல்ல பாரு நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன்னா, if you combine this 2 also with 10 ohm, it is going to become a 12 ohm resistor. So na circuit எப்படி redraw பண்ணலாமா? 4 ohm and 12 ohm. How are they both? They both are in parallel. Parallel potential difference same. So 4I is equal to 12 into 8 minus I. Does it make sense? So 4 3s. I is equal to 24 minus 3I. So 4I equal to 4I already 6. So inge 6 போகுதுனா இங்க எவ்வளவு போகும்? 2 போகும். So what will be the potential difference across A? Is it not 20? Correct? I mean fast. புரியல ஏதாவது? Is there any point you want me to repeat? நான் என்ன கேக்குறேன்னா 4 into I is the same as 12 into 8 minus I. Like I did something similar to how we solve the problem based on shunt resistance in galvanometer. அது என்ன பண்றோம்? So VAB is equal to 20 volt. Okay, va? So 20 volt is the potential difference existing across AB. The same 20 volt will exist across the 10 microfarad capacitor also. So what is going to be the charge? Q is equal to 10 into 10 power minus 6 into 20. That is 200 microcoulomb. Correct? That is the answer. Here 200. Guys, going forward, can you do problems based on this?
Yes, sir.
Can you do problems based on this? 200 microfarad. Yeah, that's good. Shall I move on to the next one or you want to copy this?
I copied.
No, see. Yeah, copy it.
Sir, I copied.
Copied? Okay. So look at the seventh one. There is a wire of resistance R which is bent to a square ABCD as shown in the figure. The effective resistance between the points E and C, where E is the midpoint of the arm CD. So they are asking what is the equivalent resistance between these 2 points. So whenever they ask equivalent resistance, now meaning between those 2 points there is a battery connected. So you have to redraw the circuit and then solve it. Seriya? So there is a wire of resistance R that is bent to form a square. That is bent to form a square. Okay. So each resistance is going to be R by, because the area of cross section is not disturbed. Okay, well, when E is the midpoint, how much will be the resistance of this portion? It will be R by 8 and this will also be R by 8. Guys, any doubt in this? Now, if I redraw the circuit, E and C, okay, there is a point D and there is a point A and there is a point B also in between. So E to D, D to A, A to B, B to C. correct? E to D over a resistor R by 8, D to A R by 4, A to B R by 4, B to C R by 4, E to C R by 8. Can you guys solve this? So R by 4 and R by 4 in series. R by 2, R by 2 and R by 4 in series. 3R by 4, 3R by 4 and by 8 in series. YOLO. It is 7R by 8. So 7R by 8 and R by 8 are in parallel. How much is the answer? 7R square by 64 divided by 8R by 64. There is no option, 7R by 8. Did I? Seven R by 64 square. Yeah. Guys, did you understand what I did? R by 4, R by 4, R by 2, R by 2 plus R by 4 is 3R by 4, 3R by 4 plus R by 8, 7R by 8. 7R by 8 and R by 8 are in parallel. So 7R by 8 into R by 8 divided by 8R divided by 8. Check. Sorry, it was my mistake. 7R by 64. Guys, any doubt? Did you understand how I read through the circuit? Because I have taught in CBSE also. Give me a confirmation, yes or no?
Explain the circuit alone.
How I you ask? Which portion are you asking? The black color portion which I redrew the circuit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, I'll ask you some questions. Tell me. Between E and C, how many points are there? So always when you redraw the circuit, no, you should first place the endpoints E and C. So between the endpoints, you should try to move in anti-clockwise direction and clockwise direction. So when you move in the clockwise direction, how many points do we need to encounter before reaching C from E? In the clockwise direction, how many points are we supposed to overcome to reach the point C from E? You need to first go to D. From D, you need to go to A. From A, you need to go to B. From B, you can come to C. So D, A, B. Similarly, in the anti-clockwise direction, from E to C, you can directly go. So 1 resistor, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do we have 5 resistors? Just have a check. AB is 1 resistor, BC, EC, DE, and DA. 5 resistors. I've redrawn the 5 resistors. So between D to A, what are the resistance? Is it not R by 4? Between A to B, is it not R by 4? Between B to C, is it not R by 4? Between E to D, is it not R by 8? Between E to C, is it not R by 8? So I'm putting tick C. R by 8, R by 4, R by 4, and R by 4. How are they connected?
Series.
How are they connected? Series. So the whole combination of this is connected with the R by 8 in parallel. Correct? So that's what I did. When I solved it, I got 7R by 64. That part I'm leaving it to you. Okay. Similarly, let's do the 8th one. There is a uniform metallic wire that has a resistance of 18 ohm and is bent into an equilateral triangle. Then the resistance between the two vertices of the triangle is. there is a uniform metallic wire which has a resistance of 18 ohm and is bent into the form of an equilateral triangle. So what will be the resistance of each side of a triangle? Now what will be the resistance of each side?
6 ohm, sir.
Correct. It is going to be exactly the same because equilateral triangle has all the three sides to be equal. So 6, 6 and 6. Correct. The resistance between any two vertices A and B. So that logic. So I want to find the resistance between A and B. 4 6 and 6 3 3 into 6 18 18 by 9 2 varunga.
Okay nana tab
but purinjadha logic
yes sir na vandu 6 to 6 na theriyama na adu
12 nu eluditiya
yes
12 into 6 72 divided by illada nee solradha correct. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Nee sonnadha correct. Ena 6 and 6 are in series.
So series dana
series nee sonnadha correct. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. 12 and 6 are in parallel. So 12 into 6 divided by 12 plus 6 72 divided by 18 is 4. Aditi, now you got the logic what I did, how I read through the circuit.
Yes, sir.
So I try to find between A and B. When I go in the clockwise direction, I need to encounter A to C, C to B. Whereas when I go in the anti-clockwise direction, directly from A to B. So the circuit will get broken into two parts. 9. So copper wire is stretched to make it 0.5% longer. The percentage change in its electrical resistance if its volume remains unchanged is. So actually, even if they don't give that volume remains unchanged, we have to solve the problem using decrease in area. So in a question, you need to be very careful about one point. Longer by 0.5, what is going to be the new length? So if I take the original length as L, final length will be L plus L by 2. That will be 3L by 2. Correct? If I take the initial area as A, then what will happen to the final area? If I call it as A dash, A into L will be equal to A dash into L dash. So A into
sir,
L dash equals...
How will it be L by 2, sir? It will be like 0.5% longer. Now it become 100.5 L.
Oh, 0.5. Sorry,
not 50%. 50%
50%. I'm sorry. So 5 divided by 100 podlama. It is 105 times here, correct? 10.5%. எவ்வளவு வரும்? 1.05 L போட்டு 1.5 1.05 L correct இது?
yes sir.
1.05 L னா அப்ப இங்க இது வந்துரும். இல்ல we will do one thing. 0.5% சொல்றாங்கல்ல. So 0.5% னா it is 5 or 1 divided by 200. L by 200 போட்டுக்கலாம். So 201 L divided by 200. So you can find out A dash, substituted in the formula. Now, the point I'm going to tell you is, so you can calculate the value of A dash from this. Once you find it, what is the question all about? They are asking the percentage change in its electrical resistance. So what is the formula for percentage change? Delta R divided by R into 100. That is R final minus R initial divided by R initial multiplied with 100 will give you the percentage change. If you don't multiply it with 100, it will give you the fractional change. Is that clear? So that part I'm leaving it to you. I hope you guys can do it. Shortcut le do yada. I can't give. Varies from problem to problem. Okay. So remaining problems are something
like the constant volume actually use panikalam sir. Like you can write that as rho h.
அதான் நான் பண்ணிருக்கேன்.
Oh okay. Sir, அப்பனா அந்த எரர் ஃபார்முலா அந்த இது ஐ மீன் லைக் அந்த எரர் ஃபார்முலா
அது எரர்
மேம்
கிடையாது.
சார் அது எரர் தான் சார். பட் ஆனா பெர்சன்டேஜ் நீங்க தானே சார் சொன்னீங்க அந்த இது நீங்க அப்ளை பண்ணலாம் லைக் அந்த டெல்டா ஆர் பை ஆர் ஈக்குவல் டு 2 டெல்டா எல் பை எல் வந்து
எங்க சொன்னேன் 2 delta L by L டேய் அது வந்து நீ see you are getting confused between this thing and error. இதுல எரர் இல்ல. see fractional change அப்படினாலே change என்னது? change என்னது? Now I'll come step by step. I understand where you are getting confused. இது எரர் கூட கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணிக்காத. change அப்படினு கேட்டா என்னன்னா final minus initial. கரெக்ட்டா? If I ask you what is fractional change, I'm not using the word error. Fractional change அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன்னா what is the change that has happened with respect to original? இதுக்கு பேரு I can call it as a relative change also. Correct? But generally they don't use this word. They use the word fractional change. That is ஒரு change நடந்திருக்கு with respect to the original value, how much fraction has got changed. புரியுதா? இப்போ இதை வந்து if I multiply it with 100, I will call it as percentage change. I'm not going to call it as percentage error. அது வேற இது வேற.
இல்ல சார் டேர்ம்ஸ் வேற சார். பட் ஆனா ஃபார்முலா கேட்டதுட்டு அந்த ஒரே மாதிரி
ஃபார்முலா ஒரே மாதிரி.
பெர்சன்டேஜ் அதான் சார் நான் சார்
அதான் புரியுது நீ என்ன சொல்றேன் புரியுது. பட் அந்த வேர்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணாதான் சொல்றேன். It confuse you. Okay. So this is all about resistances. So இப்போ வந்து let's do some problems which are based on Kirchhoff's laws and combination of batteries. So ரெண்டும் I hope you guys are good with it. Correct? Assuming you are good, I want to start solving the problems directly. If you want me to repeat something, I will do it. Basics வேணா சொல்லட்டுமா? So Kirchhoff's law என்னென்ன இருக்கு? ரெண்டு law
அந்த ரெண்டாவதுல கன்வென்ஷன்
கன்ஃபியூசிங்கா இருக்கு. சரி சொல்லிடுறேன். ஓகே. ஸோ இப்போ ஒரு சர்க்கியூட் இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோ. ஸோ உனக்கு யூ ஷுட் ஹேவ் அ கிளாரிட்டி ஆஃப் வென் டு அப்ளை ஓம்ஸ் லா, வென் டு அப்ளை கிர்ச்சாஃப்ஸ் லா. ரெண்டும் ஒன்று தான். ஓகே. இப்போ இப்படி இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோ. Can I apply Ohm's law to this? If I'm interested to calculate the current, can I apply Ohm's law to the circuit that I have given? So first one, yes, I can apply. இப்போ இப்படி இருக்குன்னா I am asking you to solve this problem using Ohm's law. Can you directly write V is equal to I into R1 and V is equal to I into R2? எழுதலாமா அப்படி?
No sir, effective resistance.
ஏன் பண்ணணும்னா when you need to apply Ohm's law, what is the formula? V is equal to IR. So அதுல இருந்து என்னன்னா the whole circuit for you to apply Ohm's law should have only one battery and one resistor. That resistance can be equivalent resistance also. That is why you are actually trying to solve these two and make it as a single resistance and then solve it. சரியா? அதுதான் that is the thumb rule for you to apply Ohm's law. So Ohm's law apply பண்ணனா circuit எப்படி இருக்கணும்? There should only be one potential difference and one resistor. Okay, you can apply potential, you can apply Ohm's law only across each resistor separately. You cannot do it for a whole combination. Whereas Kirchhoff's law என்ன advantage ன்னு பார்த்தனா you can apply it under any circumstance. If you don't want to solve using Ohm's law, you can solve every problem using Kirchhoff's law. For example, இப்போ இதே problem இருக்கு. This is the simplest circuit. So in the circuit பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் என்னன்னா there are different potentials, higher potential, lower potential. So that's how I solve. சரியா? I write it as H and L. இப்போ current வந்து இந்த direction தான் flow ஆகும், that we know because current always flows from higher to lower potential. So this is high, this is low. Correct? This is high, this is low. So Kirchhoff's loop rule என்ன அப்படின்னு பார்த்தனா the total energy in the circuit is always conserved. So it's based on energy conservation. So the total potential drop across a circuit in a closed form or a closed loop is always zero. Okay. So எத்தனை elements இருக்கு இதுல? How many elements does this circuit contain? It has 3 elements. So when you're writing the formula, when you're writing the expression for Kirchhoff's loop rule, the number of elements in the circuit should be equal to the number of terms. Okay, well, So அப்படி பண்ணும்போது என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா, you can take the loop in any manner you want. It is not necessary that you are supposed to take the loop only in the direction of current. So A, B, C, D ன்னு எடுத்துக்கிறேன்னு வச்சுக்கோ. So I can take the loop as A, B, C, D, A or A, D, C, B, A கூட எடுக்கலாம். So அப்படி எடுத்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, A to B போகும்போது you have to see from when you are going from A to B, are you encountering any active or passive elements? In the branch A to B, is there any active or passive element? The answer is no, because it's connected through a wire. So wherever in the circuit, 2 points are connected with the help of a wire, those 2 points will have the same potential. So in the potential drop in there. When I go from B to C, how many devices am I encountering?
2, sir.
2. So across those 2 devices, in the way you have taken the loop, you are going from B to C. When you are going from B to C, you are walking from higher to lower potential. So when I drop a ball, is the ball losing energy or gaining energy? ஒரு கையில் ஒரு பால் இருக்கா, I'm holding it at my chest level. So அதுக்கு ஒரு potential energy இருக்கும். If I drop that ball, that will go and hit the floor. So by the time it reaches the floor, is it losing its potential energy or gaining its potential energy?
Losing its potential.
It's losing, right? Adhe concept. When it goes from higher to lower, energy is lost. Adanaala minus I into R1. Adhe mari R2 க்கு நடுவுல என்ன ஆகுது? It's going from higher to lower. Minus I into R2. இது ரெண்டும் புரியுதா? So B to C ல ரெண்டுமே எழுதியாச்சு. இப்ப C to D ல they both are connected using the wire. There is nothing. What about D to A? D to A la pathina, there is a battery. Across the battery, you are walking from lower to higher potential. So plus E is equal to 0. So E will be equal to I into R1 plus R2. So what are the things that you're supposed to do? First, take the battery with the highest power, highest potential difference. From there, take the currents, and those currents have to be divided into different parts. You need to choose a loop. The loop can be chosen in any way you want. So after you choose the loop, look at the number of elements. So the number of elements should be equal to the number of terms in the expression. That should be equal to 0. Purida Varun, I hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so in the given circuit, there is an ideal volt. Let's do the first one, second one first. In the given circuit, an ideal voltmeter connected across the 10 ohm resistor reads 2 ohm. The internal resistance R of each cell is how much? Let's read the question again. In the given circuit, an ideal voltmeter connected across a 10 ohm resistor. There is an ideal voltmeter which is connected across the 10 ohm resistor. Reads 2 volt. The internal resistance R of each cell is how much? So each cell has a potential difference of how much value? 1.5, 1.5. So this total together is actually a 3 volt battery. Correct? It's a 3 volt battery. If in the 3 volt battery, how much is the potential difference getting generated across the 10 ohm resistor? It is 2 volt. So idhula 2 volt poduna appo 15 ohm la evlo pogum? Sorry, they both are in parallel. So idhula 2 volt na ingiyum 2 volt da pogum, right? Appo in the 2 ohm resistors across there will be 1 volt, right? They're asking the internal resistance of the circuit. How do we do this? So if I'm able to calculate the current through the circuit, so I hope you guys remember this point also. What happens when the battery is getting discharged and charged? So in this case, is the battery getting discharged or charged? Parra.
Discharged.
It is getting discharged because current is flowing away from the positive terminal. So when it is getting discharged, what is the relation between potential difference and EMF? V is equal to E minus I into R. So what is the total potential drop across this battery? Is it not 3 minus I into 2R? So 3 minus I into 2R is equal to how much? Is equal to how much? If I redraw this circuit, can I write it like this? There is a battery whose potential difference is E minus I into R, and this will become R equivalent. In the R equivalent, how much is the current that is flowing? Can you tell me how much current is flowing through the circuit?
E minus IR by R.
That's it. So adukku enna nee innonu kuda pannalam direct. This is a 2 ohm resistor. How much is the potential difference across this 2 ohm resistor? It is 1 volt. So what will be the current through the circuit? Is it
0.5 ampere.
0.5 ampere. So 3 minus 0.5 into how many such internal resistances are there? I wrote it as R. Actually, ethna cells irukku? 2 cell irukku. So 2 cell ku sethu there will be a total internal resistance of 2R. This should be equal to 0.5 into R equivalent. R equivalent evlo? 150 divided by 25. 6 plus 2, is it not 8? How come the value is coming out to be greater than 100? 15 into 10, 150. 150 divided by 25 is 6 only, right? 6 plus 2 is 8. So R equivalent is 8. So 3 minus 0.5. I think there is an error in this problem. So 3 minus R is 4. So R is minus 1. I'm getting a negative value. I don't think that is possible. Let me check. So what is the problem number?
2, sir.
Did I miss something? The answer is given right only. Yes. I think I missed this point. So the total resistance in the circuit is not 8, it is 8 plus 2R. Let's see if we are not getting a negative value. So 3 minus R is equal to, this will be 2 times 8 plus 2R. 6 minus 2R is equal to 8 plus 2R. So 4R is equal to minus 2. Still I'm getting a negative value. Okay, let me try out something differently. Let's try out the problem like this. So let's redraw. There's 1.5, with an internal resistance R. There is another 1.5 with an internal resistance R. This is 15, this is 10, this is 2. It goes like this: 2 ohm, 15 ohm, 10 ohm. There is 1.5, there is 1.5 volt. R. So if I treat them as ideal cells and treat these 2 R's also as the external resistors, let's say it is supplying a current of I. So what will happen here is the current will get divided into 2 parts. What is that? I1, and this will be I minus I1. Here again it will be I. So what is the total current through the circuit? Okay, let's do like this. So what is the total current through the circuit? Can you guys solve this and tell me what is the total current through the circuit? The equivalent EMF divided by R equivalent. So what is the total equivalent EMF? 1.5 and 1.5. Is it not 3?
3 by 8, sir.
3 divided by 8 over there. 8 over there.
Sir.
3 by 8 plus 2 R. 8 plus 2 R. So this is the total current. If I the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor is how much? Potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor on the 2 volt. So potential difference across AB is equal to current across AB into the resistance across AB. So what is the potential difference across AB to? Current across AB then out of the total current, which is 3 by 2R, 3 by 8 plus 2R, how much is flowing through the 10 ohm resistor?
10 by 25 of that will go, sir.
So 10 by 25 into RAB evolum.
Sir, 10 by 25.
10 by 25 of the total current of the total.
Yes, sir.
3 by 8 plus 2R into what is the value of RAB? That's 10.
10.
5. 15. So this 5 times, this 2 times. 8 plus 2R on the 6. Still I'm getting a negative value. I should not get a negative value. No? I think the answer is wrong. This is correct. 3 divided by 8 plus 2 are correct.
Sir, and the current it must be 15 by 25, sir. Opposite. I mean, the inverse ratio divide.
Oh, sorry, sir. 15 by 25.
So, half an hour.
Yeah, that's right. It should be 15 by 25. 15 by 25 into RAB evolve 10. Now, 5, 3 times, 5 times, either 2 times, 9, 18. What is the answer? What answer are you getting?
There are half an hour.
R half an hour, right side 9 or no, correct? 9 hour. What mistake am I doing?
Sir, correct answer. 3 into 3 pota 9.
15 by 25 into 10. Sir. 3 times to 5 times.
Sir. 8 plus 2 R is equal to 9.
Sorry, I cancelled that 2, correct? 9. So R is equal to 1, which is correct. 1 by 2 option. Waste of time. 0.5. Yeah. So in the figure shown, what is the current drawn from the battery? You can fast up பண்றீங்களா? What is the current drawn from the battery? I told you you can solve this using Ohm's law also. 15, 10, 20, 5, 25, 30. I think this is an easy problem, right? Just find equivalent resistance and apply V is equal to IR, you will get the answer. So 25 plus 25, 50, 50 and 10 in parallel, 500 divided by 510. That is in series with 45. Solve it, you will get the answer. So 25 by 3 and 45 are in parallel. Solve it and apply E is equal to IR, you will get the answer. Let's do one last problem. Too much of disturbance here, I'm not able to concentrate. So for the circuit shown with R1 as 1 ohm, R2 as 2 ohm, E1 as 2 volt, E2 and E3 as 4 volt, the potential difference between the points A and B approximately would be. So in the problem Ohm's law, can you solve it? So how will you know looking at the problem? Will you be able to solve using Ohm's law?
Multiple batteries இருக்காங்க.
Yeah, multiple batteries, correct? So அதனால it is difficult for us to solve. So யோசிங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம்?
சார் நீங்க போன கேள்வியில ஈக்குவலன்ட் ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் எப்படி சார் கண்டுபிடிச்சீங்க?
I started from right hand side.
Yes sir.
Did you do it? Okay. So I'll let that out இருக்கா இது வர.
சார் so it's like R4 R3 சீரிஸ்ல இருக்கும்.
எதுரா? R4 R5 series ra. R3 R4 R5 series ra. 25. 25.
So that will be parallel with R2.
50 and 10 will be in parallel. So 500 divided by 60.
60.
That will be in series with 15 and 30.
Series is there.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's do the fourth one. So for the circuit shown, R1 is 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 1, everything is R1. 1, 1, this is 2. E1 is 2 volt, E3 and E4 are 4 volt. The potential difference across the point A and B is approximately how much? So there is no other option, apply Kirchhoff's law. So what are all the parameters you are going to introduce? That's where the question starts. So since they have mentioned the direction of current to be this way, so here the current will get split into two parts, I1 and I minus I1. Okay. So how many unknowns, sir? So how many unknowns are there? I1. There are two unknowns. Once you find that, then you can say the potential difference across AB is equal to, is it not E2 minus I into R2? Right. So E2 minus I into R2 will give the answer. So find out what is the value of I. So two unknowns, how many loops are you supposed to consider? The number of unknowns is equal to the number of loops. Consider the number of loops, solve it. Guys, tell me one thing, will you be able to handle this? Will you be able to handle this?
Sir, can you do it, please?
So, P, Q, A, B, is an RS in the loop. I'll consider the loop P, Q, A, B, P. Okay. So P to Q and low to high. So loop and clockwise. I'm comfortable clockwise. So P to Q bomba See, this I've taught P2Q bombo, there is a battery. So you are gaining energy. That's E1. When you're going from Q to A, what is it you're encountering? There is a resistor. So with respect to the resistor, are you going from lower to higher or higher to lower potential? You're walking in the direction opposite to the current. So another you will gain energy. Srivatsan Purida, I minus I1 into R1 plus A to B bombo then across the resistor R.
Then EMF, you will gain energy.
Yes, so plus I into R2 minus E2 is equal to 0. இப்போ நீயே சொல்லு இது எல்லாத்துலயும் what are all the terms that you know? You know the value of E1, R1, R2, E2. பண்ணலாமா? Is this not a linear equation in two variables?
Yes.
அதே மாதிரி இன்னொரு equation நீயே சொல்லிடுறியா? So what is the loop you want to take? A, R, S, B, A. எடுத்துக்கிட்டா?
Yes sir.
A to R என்ன இருக்கு?
Resistor sir. So அது sir I1 sir.
ஒரே நிமிஷம். சொல்றேன். A to R வந்து என்ன போகுது? Resistance from high to low. So minus I1 R1. R2S ல ரெண்டு டிவைஸ் சொல்றா டக்குன்னு சொல்லு பார்க்கலாம். minus E3 plus minus I1 R1.
சரி பிளஸ் வராது.
மைனஸ் தான். because ஏனா current இந்த
ஓகே
current இந்த டைரக்ஷன்ல இட போகுது. ஓகேவா? S to B ஒண்ணும் இல்ல. B to A போகும்போது S to B there is nothing. B to A போகும்போது plus E2
I1
plus
தான் சார்.
A simple logic. Plus இல்லடா minus ரா. If you're walking in the direction of current, minus. If you're walking in the direction opposite to current, plus. B to A என்ன இந்த டைரக்ஷன்ல போகுது? You're walking in the direction of current. arrow mark பாரு.
ஆனா plus E2 போடுறோமா? அது ஏன் சார்?
அது ஏன் see battery வேற. Battery when you're going from lower to higher தான கான்செப்ட். நீ ரெசிஸ்டர்
okay sorry yes sir
புரியுதா? அது பேட்டரி அது. This whole thing will be equal to 0. நீ ஒண்ணே என்ன கன்ஃபார்மா பாத்துக்கணும்னா when you're writing the equation, even if see let's say there are 10 terms, out of this 10 terms 9 terms negative இருந்தா கூட one term should be positive. At least there should be one opposite term. இல்லனா உன் equation தப்புன்னு அர்த்தம்.
yes sir.
Okay, இப்போ இதுல கூட பார்த்தனா I1 I தான் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். It's also a linear equation in two variables. புரியுதா? So you have two linear equation in two variables. Find it out. Once you find it out, what is going to be the potential drop across AB? It is E2 minus I into R2. It is like discharging. If you see, current in this battery is going away from the positive terminal. So it is getting discharged. So discharge nadakrappa enadhu? Potential difference is equal to EMF minus I into internal resistance.
Sir, doubt.
Tell me.
சார் நம்ம நீங்க PQ ABP ல அந்த ரெண்டாவது R1 ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸே நீங்க கன்சிடர் பண்ணல, லைக் ஒரு R1 ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ்க்கு தான் FT.
Then it's a mistake. I didn't see it. Actually. I missed it. So B to P நான் பண்ணவே இல்ல. minus E2 இப்போ இங்க என்ன வரும்னா current இந்த டைரக்ஷன்ல போகும். நீயே சொல்லு. When you're going from B to P, it will be
சாப்னா plus R1 plus I minus I1 into R.
புரிஞ்சிருச்சுல? இது ஆன்சர். Now you can solve. Thank you. I missed it actually. சரியா? So இதான் outline. So this is how you solve problem based on Kirchhoff's law. So solve this and let me know what's the answer, okay? I'll verify and let you know. So I'll share the sheet also with you guys. You can go through it. So tomorrow we will solve problem based on meter bridge and potentiometer. Then we can go to the next chapter. I'll try to take some extra classes during the weekends also. Sorry, don't worry about it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sorry. That's it from my end. If there is any doubt, you can ask, or else we can wind up. Okay. Just a minute, don't leave.